Everyone, this is Nafis and you're watching the Vision 2030. In this video, we are going to discuss about the IQ, intelligent quotient. What is intelligence? The great scientist Albert Einstein once said, the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. What does it mean? Or what is intelligence according to you, or what do you understand by intelligence? Is it same as knowledge, or is there any difference between the knowledge and intelligence? Means a knowledgeable person and an intelligent person. What actually you are, what actually you want to be, that's actually very important. What makes you more valuable, being a knowledgeable person or being an intelligent person? So let's discuss all those things in a short way in this video. Knowledge is what we gain from different sources. We gain it from the books, we gain it from probably you're gaining from this different videos, you're gaining from the environment, you gain it from your family. What you acquire in the day-to-day life, that is the knowledge. And intelligence is in fact the ability to gain that knowledge. How fast you can gain the knowledge, how fast you can solve a problem, how can you think, the abilities, the different abilities to gain the knowledge, to think, to solve, these are known as intelligence. Yes, this is known as intelligence. So this measure of this intelligence is known as intelligent quotient, IQ, which you might have heard many a times. The different IQ. You might be wondering about what's your IQ also. So this is so important, IQ. So what is this and how it is measured? Let's generally the IQ, that's intelligent quotient, is measured by different tests, some psychological tests, some different tests are there which can measure your IQ level. So what is this IQ? IQ is been given with a different number. Generally, on average, a person has a IQ of 100. So a person having an IQ of 100, it means he has the intelligence level same as of that particular age. Suppose if you are at the age 18 now, so at age 18 there is a level of intelligence which supposed to be by that aged person. If you are having same as that, you will get it 100. So that's something like the intelligence level what you have got, and the intelligence level what you supposed to have in that particular age into 100 is what we get the IQ. That's one general way by measuring the IQ. So if you are of same level of that particular age, you will get 100. If your intelligence level is more than what your aged person, your aged child can think, then you will have above 100. And if your intelligence level is less than the particular chronological age of yours, then it will be less than 100. So the average person will have a IQ of 100 with some standard deviation of 15. 95% of the population has the IQ score of between 70 to 130. So if your score is above 130, then you are among the 2.5% of the population of the world with highest intelligence. And if your IQ is less than 70, it means you are in 2.5% of people who has very low intelligence. But generally I am telling you 95% of the people will have around 70 to 130 of IQ, where 100 is the average. Okay, so does these IQ score measures exactly about your intelligence? Does this so accurate that you are, if you go for an IQ test and it's been less, whether you have to be so worried, or if you are having very good IQ, is it sufficient for you to be very much successful in this world? Yeah, that question arises, right? So we have to look in detail about what does a good IQ score B that we'll discuss at the end of this video. Prior to that, there is one more question arise, that is, does this intelligence is inherited? As in the beginning of the video I said, knowledge is what you acquire, you gain from your experience, whereas intelligence is generally you have by birth. So, is intelligence really been inherited? It's like what you got the genes from your parents. Is it inherited from your parents' intelligence completely? The thing is, there was a research which was done on an identical twins. So probably you are aware about identical twins, and you might have seen many identical twins in your real life. So they are born of same parents at the same time with having same genes, almost having same DNA. They had been studied with the intelligence pattern, and what's been found in that research is 55% of the intelligence what a person has is actually, yes, inherited from your parents. Yes, and 45% you acquire from the society, from the place where you are being. So it depends on the environment, depends on where actually you are residing, you are studying with your friends, everything, the way you experience, the way you have been taught by your teacher, your parents, your friends, everything matters, and this contribute to 45% of your intelligence, and 55% of your intelligence is been inherited. It been carried by the genes from your parents to you. Yes, that's the study. Okay, now let's come to the question whether a good IQ is sufficient for you to be successful in your life. The first thing you should know is these IQ tests will measure only certain intelligence levels like your numerical ability, your verbal ability, and your problem solving skills, these things. But there was a different studies which has shown that these are not the only intelligence which we are having, and it doesn't mean that if you are not good in these intelligence level you will be a failure, or you doesn't have any other intelligence too. There is a theory of multiple intelligence, so that thinks rationally. So that multiple intelligence you should know which are the different multiple intelligence. There are totally 8 multiple intelligence. These multiple intelligence are very important. So regarding that thing, I'm not able to discuss in this video because of the time shortage, and in case you really want to know about the multiple intelligence, kindly comment down in my video. We'll discuss more about multiple intelligence shortly. And even there will be one parallel thinking that if your IQ intelligence quotient is good, something like you are numerically, you are verbally, and problem solving skills all are good academically, so it means you'll be excellent in academics. So if you are going on something for a professions like something like you want to become a doctor, you want to become an engineer, you want to become a scientist, definitely having a good IQ can definitely make you reach your goal of becoming such a person. But that there is a difference in becoming a doctor and a best doctor, becoming a scientist and a brilliant scientist. Any professions, whatever you take, you can reach into that, but becoming the best in that, it doesn't depend only on your IQ. There are other things too, especially the EQ, emotional quotient, is very important in taking you into a very good height. So you might have come across many teachers in your life. The many people become teachers so that their IQ may make you become a teacher, but only few will become a best teacher, the one who can inspire you. That depends on, there are other things too, not only IQ. There are EQ, MQ, There are a lot of cues, right? So what are those things? What are the that we are going to discuss in my next video, and how it's so important, what's the impact of the emotional quotient. All those things we will discuss in the next video, and there will be a video on the multiple intelligence too, in case if you are really want to know about it. Thank you so much for watching this completely. Please share this with your friends, like my video if, and subscribe if you are a new one.